Hello everyone, welcome to my once a year numerology video. We're looking at predictions from your personal year number. My channel is dedicated to the ancient science of Vedic astrology, so please check out your horoscope predictions as well. The link is below. And of course, to find out more about this astrology, to learn about Vedic astrology, it'd be great to have you on board. Check out my channel. So let's go with the numerology for 2024. As the clock ticks then for 2024 to begin, immediately that midnight hour comes, one of these numbers will take over your destiny. Which one will it be? How do you calculate? All the details are coming up. But the first thing we have to know is, what is 2024's number? What does this number mean for everybody, for the karmas of the world? Because that definitely will be part of the calculation. It's an 8 universal year, because when we add 2 plus 2 plus 4, we come to number 8, and number 8 is the number of eternity. You see, the figure 8 is 2 zeros, one on top of the other. Can you see? But if you trace it around, there is no way out. It goes on for infinity. It goes on for eternity. Only 0 and number 8 have this factor of there being no way out of it. If you look at any other primary number, number 2, for example, in this way, number 4 this way, trace it around, you will come to an end. But there is no end to number 8. You see, number 8 is the number of return, the number of payback, the number of actual karmas coming back. And therefore, there is no doubt that this number is connected to only one planet, one graha. Yes, that planet is Saturn, known as Shani in the Vedic system. Saturn carries our karmas most clearly of all the grahas, all the planets. He shows what goes around comes around. He is the planet of payback. So on the world stage and in our personal lives, deeds we have done, what has been sown will be reaped. But you know what? It can be very positive. Where we have had patience, where we have been doing good, positive karmas, you can be sure you will reap many rewards in this year. It's quite a serious year then, there is no doubt. But you know what? That 8 symbol and Saturn itself rules return. Things which we have lost come back into our lives. Even people we have lost contact with can also come back for many of us in 2024. But Saturn rules fear as well, and we should not become fearful here. We should know that Saturn can work with everybody this year. If we do those Saturnine karmas, what are they? Hard work, hard toil. If we work hard, honestly, purposefully this year, there will be enormous rewards for everyone. Saturn, number 8, is the actual number and planet of power. Saturn can give power, success, prominence as well, but he only gives it as a result of hard work, hard toil that we have previously done. So if you've been waiting for a long time, working patiently, steadily, this could be the year rewards finally come. For everyone, though, the way to make the best of 2024 is to go with Saturn. Make attainable goals. Achieve them one by one, slowly, systematically. Get yourself organized. Don't have pie-in-the-sky plans, pipe dreams. They're no good this year. Saturn is about reality. Working within limits. Then you can really attain something. Another factor, Saturn and number 8 are about doing things loyally, properly, with a definite commitment. And we have to be even a little bit sacrificing sometimes. You see, Saturn shows if we do our duty, if we care about other people, not just selfishness, then we can absolutely be protected during this year. Now, the number 8 Saturn influence affects everybody on the planet, but you should know that some people, it's very strong indeed. If you were born on the 8th, on the 17th, or on the 26th of any month whatsoever, this is a big turning point, a big destiny year for you for certain. But no matter what your birthday, if you check out your horoscope birth chart and you see Saturn is in the 1st, 4th, 7th, or 10th house of your chart, for certain, this is a big destiny turning point year for you. How to calculate then your personal year number for 2024? Go and grab pen and paper if you want, but you can actually do it in your head. The 2 things you need to have, everyone, are your date of birth. date of the month and the month of birth. That's it. You don't need year. Why? Because we are in 2024, and that's the only year we need to use. So date of birth, month of birth, and let's go. So with your date of birth only, not the year, you proceed as follows. I've made up 4 just completely random dates of birth for you. Say you're born on the 1st of Jan any year. You add 1 and 1 together. January is first month, and you come to number 2. If you're born on the 24th of Feb, you add 2 plus 4 plus 2. Number 8 is your first number to have. If you're born on the 20th of July, you add 2 and 0 and 7. It's number 9. If you're born 31st of December, it's 31 and 12. December equals 43. And you must bring down larger numbers to just one number. 4 plus 3 equals 7. That's the first step you must do. Your second step is to add this number you've just calculated to the number 8, because 2024 is number 8. Doing this will give you your personal year. Let's go through those same examples again, everybody. 1st of Jan, we found that was number 2. So we add number 2 to 8, the number of this year. 2 and 8 is 10. When we get to double digit, very often we're going to do that, we have to bring it down to a single digit. So 1 plus 0, it's your 1 personal year. 24th of Feb we found was number 8. Add 8 to 8. You come to 16. 6 plus 1, it's your 7 personal year. July 20th we found that came to number 9. We add 9 plus 8. We get 17. 1 and 7, it's your 8 year. 31st of December came to number 7. Bring everything down to a single digit, you see. 7 plus 8 equals 15. 1 and 5, it's your 6th personal year. Quick tips for understanding your personal year number, everybody. First thing, and this is very important, your personal year number starts on the 1st of January. Why? Because that's when the whole world vibration changes. So you have to change as well. That makes perfect sense, doesn't it? It does not start on your birthday. Of course, there's quite a lot of misunderstanding out there. People are mixing up astrology and numerology. Personal year does not somehow kick in on your individual birthday. It starts for everyone on the 1st of Jan. However, at the end of the year, October, November, December, the next vibration, next year number becomes manifested slowly at the beginning of October and really strongly at the end of December. Let's have an example. Say you're in your 5 personal year in 2024. That begins 1st of Jan 24. But when you get to October 24, subtly, slowly, last 3 months of the year, that 6 vibration comes in. It is still number 5, but that 6 factor is additionally underlying events. And then, of course, when you get to the 1st of Jan 2025, the 6th year begins. So there is that crossover point that you should always take into consideration. So I hope those were useful tips for you, everybody. If you have more questions, of course, please post below the video. If 2024 is your 1 personal year, it's a new beginning, a total new beginning in your destiny. You are given tremendous power to make important decisions. All the doors open up, all the obstacles go. Believe me, do not hesitate to begin something new this year. So certainly you will take initiative, you will make big decisions, and new things will begin. A very creative year. But this is the year of Saturn, and Saturn shows delay. Saturn shows enormous responsibility, and Saturn is an enemy to the Sun. Sun rules number 1 year. What does this mean? You will have some obstacles, particularly at the beginning of this number 1 year. You will have some competitors, some difficulties, some roadblocks. Expect them. Work through them patiently, calmly. Don't rush anything. You will be successful. But don't forget, Saturn is about taking responsibility. Number 1 is about leadership. In the end, you're going to have to push for what you want, but do it in a kind way. Don't be selfish about it. Saturn Sun can be a little bit self-centered. These two influences, number 1, number 8 here coming together. So what I would say to everybody, with a 1 personal year, you're going to start something new. Business, job, friendship, relationship. You're going to do something different. New home, perhaps. New beginning happens. Go with this creatively, but take your time. Don't push ahead when the obstacles come. Let them just dissipate. They will dissipate. Nothing will stand in your path for long, because this is a destined new beginning. The question is, should you ditch things which you were trying to start last year, number 9, or should you try to make them work now? You will see how it's actually going to be. Most of you, it's something different. Most of you, it isn't what you had to give up on last year. It's a brand new beginning. Mostly this will happen. Because last year, the energy, the actual situation was not right. But Saturn working with this number 1 says one thing very clearly. Be honest, have integrity, be above board. I've just talked about Saturn rules karma. If you take any shortcuts with this new beginning, if you are dishonest, dare I say, in any way, everybody, it's going to fall apart, completely fall apart. That is about relationships, job, anything at all. Be truthful, be honest, an amazing, wonderful new beginning start this year. Make the most of this excellent opportunity. It doesn't come again for another 9 years. If it's your 2 year in 2024, this is a year to connect to others. It's a year for cooperation, family, friendship, definitely building long-lasting connections. Now, last year was your new beginning. This year, it's about building, making it worthwhile. But the most important thing is you can't go it alone this year. 2 year is about connection. The thing to take note of, though, is that number 2 is ruled by the moon. Everything is about harmony in your family, in your friendships, and that real warmth should be there. But this is a Saturn year, number 8 year. I've just spoken about it beginning of the video. Saturn and the moon are enemies. What can this mean? This means there's a big tendency to be disconnected to your emotions. Number 2 is an emotional sensitive year. You feel things very, very deeply. Everybody does when they are under 2 vibration. But in this 2 personal year being an 8 year, beginning of the video, just spoken about that 8 universal year for everyone, you can become disconnected from your emotions. You can not be really expressing true feelings. You might even have a little sense of depression, heightened anxiety, depending on your personal circumstances. But whatever it is, emotional disconnect, anxiety, feeling a bit low, you will overcome it as this year goes forward, definitely. And how will you do it? By connecting, cooperating, working with others. You are not an island unto yourself in this year. It doesn't matter if you are single, if you are a business person working on your own. Any of these things don't matter. You need to connect to other people. And when you do that, every opportunity, happiness and a feeling of definite well-being will be there for certain. And family becomes super important. Family may be having lots of problems. Family may be disconnected from each other. You're going to bring them together. You're going to be the glue that keeps everybody together, because you are the one in a 2 personal year. It's your job description to keep people connected almost. And it is by connecting to your family, friends, co-workers, everybody, neighbors even, that you will feel a lot of happiness and support. You support others, people support you. It's a 2-way factor in this year. You can certainly start new relationships this year, but there has to be a slow factor about it. You will not trust easily this year because number 2, Moon and Saturn connecting shows a little bit of distrust. But if you open your heart, if you are, as I say, linking 2 other people with cooperation and care, very good relationships can be formed, friendships as well. Can you start things this year? Business, job? You can, but generally speaking, it's not so much powerful because you have to do things the way other people would like you to. You have to fit in. That's the thing. So any new job situation, business situation has to be completely not the way you would actually like it to be perfectly. Don't worry. 3 year, you can make adjustments. Right now, fit in, cooperate. You will feel a definite feeling of harmony and happiness. If it's your 3 personal year, 2024, you are ruled by Jupiter this year. Therefore, you have expansion. World expands in every way. Social life, particularly, more new people come into your world. Traveling, a definite possibility. Romance also, if you are looking for that, definitely can be there. You're feeling relaxed, in a very good mood to connect to others and to enjoy your life. That's one of the positive factors about a 3 personal year in 2024. But this year, 2024, we have to take into account that Saturn, as I've spoken about beginning of the video, is the universal year number 8. And this number Saturn, this number of Saturn 8 brings a lot of stuff back to you. Sometimes you could meet old romantic partners, you could meet old friends, you could travel to places you have been before. It's a definite possibility. It isn't just the new, the old as well can be there. Why is it happening? Because this combination of Jupiter energy, number 3, with Saturn energy, 8 universal year, is very, very karmic indeed. There's a revisiting the past to actually find the future. There's a definite getting rid of negative emotions, old grudges, let's say. You can definitely let them go in 2024. This means you're going to have a turning point this year. People who you meet become very important, not just temporary friendships. You are expanding into a whole new social network, and definitely good relationships can be formed this year. Now, in 3 years, generally it can get quite dramatic. 3 years can show a lot of, let's say, difficult moments, but then very interesting moments happening because there's always a little bit of excitement around the corner. It's an enjoyable year, but so many people mixing, going somewhere new, starting a new romance, starting a new job, some of you expansion happening. You could even take on more responsibility, but it won't be without drama. And because it's an 8-year Saturn year, you have to be very careful about this. Don't become, let's say, laissez-faire about things, just thinking everything's going to work out okay. 3-year, yes, definitely there's a lot of good things coming your way, but you still have to put in effort. If you slack off this year, you may find that it's not the sort of drama you enjoy. Keep in with superiors, keep in with the boss, keep in with everybody, family-wise, everything. Don't let anybody down. The worst thing you can do in a 3-year, when it's an 8 universal year, this year, is to become selfish. Don't forget to cooperate. Think of other people, and there's so much happiness, enjoyment, and thrilling moments maybe also coming into your life in this 3 personal year. And talking about drama, by the way, it's a good year for artistic people of any sort. Actors, actresses, anybody who's a writer, anybody performing on a stage, anybody doing anything artistic, musicians, etc. What a creative year. What an exciting and wonderful year. Doors open for these sort of creative performance arts, definitely. And finally, of course, the Jupiterian things go well for many people. That means education goes especially well. Students have a really good year normally. Definitely having kids, getting on with your kids, definitely. And certainly you can marry as well. In a female chart, definitely 3-year is a very favorable factor. When number 4 is your personal year, 4 is about security, building, staying safe, getting things to definitely work in your life, bringing everything together. That's the whole purpose of it. But it is half number 8. 2 4s make an 8. And this is an 8 universal year. I've just spoken about that at the beginning of the video. The other factor about number 4 is it is ruled by Rahu, the north node of the moon. So very strange things happen. Even though you are trying to find security, keep things safe, solid, moving forward in every aspect, relationships, home, job, everything, something sudden often happens, I've seen, in a 4 personal year. Sudden job opportunity comes, sudden home move comes, sudden relationship possibility comes, anything. Something sudden out of the blue comes in a 4 personal year very often. But making the most of it means one thing: you have to make sacrifice. It isn't easy just to flow into these new possibilities. That's the problem, because you are so fixated on certainty, solidity. And therefore, 4 years can be a bit stressful. You're trying to tie everything down and then this curveball comes. That's the thing. Here's a job. Here's a promotion possibility. Here's a relationship possibility, but you have to make sudden decision. So think about it carefully, but don't hesitate too long. That's the thing. But the big blessing of a 4 personal year, everyone, is working, being able to accomplish tasks, not sitting around wasting time. In fact, if you have that tendency, laziness, etc., you will feel anxious. You will even make yourself sick. Get the jobs done. Get up and do the things. You will feel wonderful. It's a fantastic year for incredible hard work. Don't forget, this is 8 universal year. So definitely, it's a definitely favorable year to accomplish so much in your life. It's a year for definitely repairing things which are not working. Now, this doesn't just mean around the home. Definitely that will be done as well. But relationships, repair relationships, make things solid, workable. You have to make sacrifices sometimes for other people this year. Family, children, spouse, something such as this, even girlfriend, boyfriend. You have to give a lot, work hard, but things can be made very solid, worthwhile with this energy. One thing you should never do 4 years is just sit around twiddling your thumbs, worrying. You may worry more than you need to. That's the thing. Do something. Get up and make things happen. Not pushing through for your own selfish desires, though. Doing things to build solid factors. So it's not a year for big sweeping changes, apart from those things which come to you unexpectedly. That's a different thing. I've just spoken about that. Generally, it's about building solidity, getting things done. It's a marvelous opportunity. If it's a 5 personal year for you in 2024, things are going to change. Things are not going to stay the same in your life on many fronts, that's for certain. So get ready for the changes happening. They'll be coming. You'll be moving around more, traveling, definitely. Excitement, unexpected vistas open up. Romance, if you are seeking it, can be there. You want to escape from the mundane, monotonous routine. And there will be many opportunities, that's for sure. But this Mercury-led year, which is full of possibilities, excitement, even opportunity for starting a business, etc., I will talk about that in a minute, is definitely a little bit different when we are in an 8 universal year. You see, Mercury is a very childlike vibration, very much about me, excitement, have fun, but Saturn is serious, responsible duty. And there will be this definite conflict, many of you, during 2024. You'll feel like doing something different in your in your job, business, even relationship. You need to do something, spousal relationship. You got to have change, excitement, traveling together. Excellent. You just want to do things differently. You're just a little bit bored and stuck. But Saturn is going to push you that you can't do these as spontaneously as you would like. So what should you do? You'll be very adverse to anybody telling you what to do this year, pressuring you, boss, friend, spouse, even anybody. You just want to do it your way. But Saturn says you can't. That's not the vibration 2024. So meet it halfway. Make the changes, definitely, but cooperate, discuss fully with other people. Don't just go off on a tangent. Don't be too selfish, and everything will be good. But the good news, Saturn is about power and success, and this 5 personal year is about money. So you can have many good money-making opportunities. Business people, what an opportunity. Start a whole new business, definitely favored. Change the whole business. Get a new business partner. Do something different. Expand boundaries. Business, money-making opportunities can be excellent during 2024. You can do something which makes the job more exciting as well. You don't even have to get a new job. Just consult with authority figures. Perhaps you can do this current job in a completely different way, which you will find stimulating and much more fulfilling. But certainly if you are seeking a new job, every opportunity is there. Go for it. Go for something different perhaps. This can also be very, very favorable. So financially, job-wise, business-wise, it's very good 5-year. 5-year expands boundaries, definitely friendships, social network, more people come into your life. It can be very stimulating. It's good for anything where you are communicating far wide, where you are definitely getting out there, promoting yourself. It's very, very good. Good for students' education, even making changes in your education course. It can be favorable for that as well. In your romantic, personal relationships, though, Mercury shows change. Doing something different together with your spouse, traveling, all of these things, as I say, can be excellent. New romance, definite possibilities are there for many people if you are seeking it in a 5 personal year. Generally, 5 personal year romance, it's about having fun together. It isn't about committing completely. Generally, 6 personal year, next year is the best time to make that formal commitment. But this is a Saturn universal year, 2024. So if you're having relationships starting this year, you may feel pressured into committing. Take it easy, take it slow. It's definitely going to work out in its own time, that's for sure. But if you are a creative person, musician, writer, journalist, artist, actor, actress, anybody communicating and doing any artistic endeavor, this is a wonderful year. You will be stimulated to the most amazing creative possibilities. Once again, make the most of this. If you're in a 6 personal year in 2024, everybody, Venus rules the day for you. Venus rules number 6. So definitely romance blossoms, love becomes important. Two-way street, give and take, definitely. And you make many domestic changes very often during a 6 personal year. But don't forget, it's a Saturn year. It's a Shani year, 2024. So this combination, Venus-Saturn, means that romance has to be lasting, serious. You don't want flirtation. You want permanent commitment. That's the thing about this 6th year in 2024. One of the best years starting a family, having children. 6th year promotes this definitely because Venus rules pregnancy. So having children is a big possibility for many people in this 2024 when it's your 6th year. But the most important thing when you're in a 6th personal year, everyone, is that you have to make a decision. There's a choice that has to be made. Very often it's about something on the screen right now. It could be work related, definitely. Sometimes that is the case. Do you stay in the job, move in the job, that sort of things. But generally it's about relationship factors, connecting to other people. In a Venus year, everything has to be mutual cooperation. So relationships, do you commit or not? You have to make a decision, but it's a mutual factor, you and your girlfriend, boyfriend, spouse. So very often people get married 6 year, very often, or they can even get divorced, but you've got to make a decision. Do you commit or not? It becomes crucial during this year. And same thing about domestic issues, home issues. Do you move? Do you stay? Do you rent? Do you buy? Do you sell a property? Do you buy a property? So many things. Who do you live with? How's it going to work in your home environment? Do you need to make repairs, changes, or do you just do something different and just up and leave? There are so many domestic family issues which you definitely have to settle this year. They can't just be left hanging anymore. So a lot of decisions certainly, but in the end, things settle down. Venus is about cooperation. Make your decisions with other people. This will definitely help you. Consult other people. That's the thing. Get advice. Then you will definitely make the right decisions. It's a good year for starting family, definitely improving relationship with your kids. It's about meeting others halfway. Friendships blossom, colleague relationship work-wise should be good. It's a teamwork year, definitely. Working with others, cooperating with them. There's a lot of harmony, even love in the air. It's a genuinely good year for many people. You get sense of belonging, many people this year. Watch out though, Venus is about excess. So some people, food issues come up, eating behavior issues, or you just put on a lot of weight, or you spend a lot of money as well. But it's not a bad thing. Really, Venus is about giving. So definitely give to others, share with others, be with others. There's a lot of harmony, conviviality, and good stuff in a 6 year. Make the most of it. If it's a number 7 personal year for you, you should know this is a very special year because number 7 takes you out of mundane reality, places you in a completely different vibration. It's a searching year, exploring within, definitely. It's a year for meditation, spirituality, Jyotish, astrology, occult study, going within, getting divine and very special wisdom. It's a great year for students. What fantastic research and study can be done. An excellent time. But a 7 year is about questioning direction perhaps, questioning people around you. You can become very introverted this year, but that's not a bad thing. You need a bit of space to yourself. Don't forget last year, 6 year, you were so connected. This year, you're not going to disconnect yourself from other people, but you definitely need a little bit of space to yourself this year. That's the thing. It's time to connect to your soul. K2 is the lord of this actual number. He rules number 7. K2 is south node of the moon. Who were you? Why did you take birth here? What were you doing before? 7 year puts you into a direct connection to factors from your past. Past this life, people who you've known, places that you've been, or past from a different birth. It's a very spiritual factor. As you travel this year, and many people do, specifically foreign lands or to far distant places you have never been before, you may feel this soul pull, soul connection, because you may have actually been there past life. You are connecting to hidden parts of yourself, of your soul, who you are. So it's a very, very mystical year. Of course, it's a Saturn year for everybody. Number 8 year, I've just talked about that beginning of the video. So you may find that you are forced to make decisions, forced to have to do hard business deals. Relationships get a bit stressful. Relationships can get stressful actually because 7 year spouse doesn't understand you. Girlfriend, boyfriend doesn't understand you. Even your friends don't understand you because you seem a little bit withdrawn. That's the thing. But in regard to important factors in your material life, money matters, business, job, etc. Once again, if things need sorting, I promise you they will sort out themselves. The less stress, worry you put into it, the easier things will just flow. Try that, see how it goes. Now, one thing you will definitely want to do is spend some time alone this year. Maybe just find a little room corner in your home where you can have space to yourself. Go in the garden, go to a forest, go to a park, go to the sea. The sea is a perfect place for you in this 7 personal year. Funnily enough, 7 year puts you very much connected to non-human beings, animals. Special relationship with one particular animal, pet, can develop. Sometimes pet can be having illness occasionally because it's a healing year, but you get an awfully strong bond either way. New pet comes into your life, something such as that. Or you just go into nature, connect with nature itself. Trees, wild animals, etc. The healing power you will get from nature, from non-humans, is tremendous this year. It's such a healing year then, physically, mentally, spending time on your own, yes, but also getting into techniques such as pranic meditation, breath work, yoga, just physical exercise, whatever it is. One thing though, don't go to excess, don't go to extreme. K2 can tend to actually make you do things too much, too extreme. Don't become all or nothing in this 7 year. Moderation is the absolute way forward. If it's your 8 personal year in 2024, wow, this is an 8 year for everyone. Check the beginning of the video, just spoken about it. This is a double 8 vibration. This is a big turning point. You've got to make a big change in your life. Big changes come to you, but what a chance for success. Now you can settle down to have big material gains, career changes, power situation, promotion, or you settle into a much more satisfactory workplace situation where you feel happier, productive. Business people, what a year. What changes can be made actually. What business success can come. But it's all building on what you've done before. That's the point. In the 8 personal year though, something you've been moving towards, wanting to happen, door you've been wanting to open, situation you've been hoping to have, whether it's work-wise, sometimes relationship-wise, property-wise, home-wise, anything. Suddenly it's just there on a plate and you've got to take it. There it is. Do not hesitate. You see, 8 year is about you deciding what you want to do. Doors open for you to make these big decisions. And it isn't just about power, gain, progress, success, promotion. It's about retirement. Some people decide, I just want to retire now. Now is something I would like to do. And if you do retire, you can get very good pension package or just make the whole thing work for you. It just flows. You get to retire the way you would like to retire, most people, during an 8 personal year. Because you see, what you really want is stability. You want to feel secure. You want to feel safe. So if your business is just not going anywhere, you may decide time has come to just let it go. If the job is just not going anywhere either, and you feel stuck, suffocated, you might decide it's time to let that go as well. You see, 8 personal year is about fruition. It's the most material year of all, where you definitely get, as I say, what you have sown. So many people do get to the pinnacle of success in this 8 personal year. You don't tend to put a lot of effort into your relationships though. That's the thing. And you have to be a little bit careful about that. Relationships don't just take care of themselves, although you think they are this year. That's the thing. Something to be a little bit mindful of. In fact, one thing I would say, charity work, giving, sharing with others is very important. Look at this symbol 8. It's about what goes around, comes around. Giving to others, helping others, being less selfish this year, especially 8 universal year, which it is, will put you in a good space for the future. If it's your 9 personal year in 2024, you've come to the end of the numerological season. You've come to the end of a whole 9-year cycle. It's a culmination. There can be success here. There can be promotion sometimes. But generally speaking, things are winding down. Things are ending this year. Let them be. This is the way to deal with the year. Don't stop things ending if they do. They were not meant to go on any further than this year. Now, let's be clear. This does not mean you're going to get divorced. No. It doesn't mean you're going to end relationships, job, whatever. But something about the relationship changes. Something about the job changes. What was happening before has to shift because it's a 9 personal year. You see, 9 year is a Mongala year, is a Mars year. Just like 7 year Ketu, 8 year Saturn, 9 Mars. These 7, 8, 9 years are very karmic. They are all ruled by malefic planets. Do you notice? This doesn't mean bad things are definitely going to happen. In fact, you get power. Mars year, 9 year gives you tremendous power. The energy which you get in a 9 year is truly tremendous, everybody. Physical energy, mental energy, emotional energy. You're just bursting with it if it is your 9 year in 2024. And it's probably just as well you are, everyone, because there's so much going on. Sometimes 9 personal year becomes chaotic. There's just so much to do, so much emergency situations. People around you, job, home, friends, everybody seems to need you. There's just not a moment to yourself in a 9 personal year. Because of this, I've seen so many times, everyone, 9 personal year, people tend to be just spinning, left spinning, going round in circles with no direction at all. What should you do? What will give you purpose? The most important thing I've seen again is to declutter. You need to declutter your space, your home, desk, workplace, even body, even health. You need to revitalize yourself. Get rid of unnecessary baggage, maybe unnecessary people sometimes. Having said that, take it easy. Don't go to extremes. Why? Because Mars, Mongala rules the year. You can get into quarrels, contentions with others. In fact, one of the other good things you can do this year is to travel. It's a great year for going abroad, even local travel, getting away from things. Traveling takes up energy, mental energy, physical energy, but you get revitalization from it. Travel is excellent in a 9 personal year. Another thing to consider is that this year is a number 8 universal year. I've just explained beginning of the video. 8 is a very heavy karmic number, and you're in number 9, ruled by Mongala. Mongala and Shani are dire enemies. So the one thing I would advise, definitely don't get into contentious situations with the boss, with your spouse, with your kids, anybody. Avoid quarrels, avoid showdowns. The more you can do this, the happier you will be. What happens as well is that this Mars-Saturn combination makes you frustrated, a bit stuck, as though you just can't get anything happening the way you would like it to. It's because what you're trying to start is not meant to start. That's what I'm trying to show you. So definitely what you should do is, as I say, declutter, travel, all of that, but also exercise. Get moving, get doing something physical. Then you will feel a release of this frustration and the inner anger. But the overall point is sort out things that you've left unsorted, but don't begin things. Once again, 9 year is an ending, not a beginning. So it's about sorting out your life, getting ready for the brand new beginning, which is coming next year. Starting a business now, starting relationship now. You can get to know somebody, you can plan for a whole new business thing, but starting it now, signing any dotted line now, I would avoid it, at least until the very end of this year, as that new number 1 vibration comes in. Next year, you can start the relationship, marry, start the new business, start the new job, commit fully. Things begun formally in a 9 year tend to not last. That's something I just want to let you know. So it doesn't mean you can't start things, as I say, but formalize them next year. That's the best way forward. Now you know your personal year, everyone. It's very good to know your personal month. In every personal year, there is a vibration for the month as well, from January through to December. Knowing these, you can plan ahead and know what to expect month by month. And at the end of the video, I'll even allow you to just micromanage everything by knowing your personal days. It's very good to add these extra layers. Let's go. It's really easy to do, everyone. Here's an example for you. Say you're in your one personal year. You calculate like this. January is the first month. So we add one personal year to January. 1 and 1. January is your 2 month in this year. When you get to February, February is 2. Add 2 to number 1. Number of the year, it's your 3 month. March is number 3 plus 1, it's your 4 month. September is a 9 month. Add 1 to it, 1 personal year, it's your 10 or 1 month, because everything comes down to a single digit. So you can actually judge it month by month like this. Let's look at the meanings. How will the personal months go for you? The one personal month circle in your diary, it's the big moment of the year, the big decision, the big change. 2 month, it's about cooperation. 3 month, party, getting out there, socializing, meeting people. It's a fun month. 4 month, though, back to the desk and hard work. 5 months, change. Business decisions maybe. Money becomes important, and travel definitely. 6 month is all about harmony, children, cooperation, even romance. The 7 month, it's a bit of a strange month. You can't make a decision. You can't decide what to do. Meditate and be calm at all times. Don't start something new. 8 month, you make a decision. Big financial moves can be good. But the 9 month is the crisis month of the year. Stay calm, don't do anything new, it's all going out of control. Finally, it's well worthwhile micromanaging your life down to the personal day. It's easy once you know how to do it. You can even work it out on the spot in your head. Knowing personal day, I've been doing this for many years in my life, and it's never ceased to amaze me how useful this is. So let's work out your personal day. Let's say you're in a 4 personal year and you're in January, which is a 5 month for you, and you want to know what each day of January will be for you. Because it's your 5 month, you just simply have to add 5 to every day in January. So 1st of Jan, 1 plus 5, it's your 6th day. 2nd of Jan, 2 plus 5, it's your 7th day. 3rd of Jan, 3 plus 5, 8th day. 4th of Jan, 4 plus 5, it's your 9th day. Personal day is such a strong vibration, everybody, because the smaller the moment of time, the stronger the numbers vibrate. You can feel the personal day right up in front of you. By the way, personal day is from dawn to dawn, from the dawn of one day until the dawn of the next. One personal day begins something. You're in control. You get noticed. It feels good. Things go your way. 2 personal day, you have to cooperate. That's what it's all about. 3 personal day, have fun, party time, meeting people. 4 personal day, work. Just simply get to the desk and work. You will get so much more done than you could ever have expected to do. 5 personal day, communication. The phone never stops ringing, but it's exciting. You may also travel. 6 personal day, cooperate again, but it's love, romance, happiness, and a family day. 7 personal day, mystical experiences, insights, and all sorts of deep religious factors. But don't do something new. It will seem a little bit unstable. It's a day for time to yourself. Fantastic. 8 personal day, make a big financial decision. Deal with things. You are in the power seat. People notice you. A great interview could happen on this 8 day. 9 personal day though, don't start anything new. Try not to go for the interview. Try to not make anything happen that has to last on a 9 day. In fact, 9 days, it's all out of your control. Even the food which you eat doesn't taste as nice on a 9 day. Believe me, try it for yourself. It's a day just to let things go. Check out your Vedic Astrology predictions. They're up on the screen right now in addition to this video. Happy New Year, everybody. God bless you all.